Hey everybody, After Buzzers. It is Life of Kylie, Season 1, Episode 5. We can't wait to get into it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
So good. Love it. Oh, yes, the hands. Yeah. Amazing. Well, hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to dive into the conversation. We obviously are playing Fashion by Lady Gaga because a lot of fashion was dropped on us today.
Yes.
Loved it.
Fashion.
Anyways, I am Tiege Dooley-Panko. You guys can find me at TiegDP pretty much everywhere and meet my wonderful co-hosts.
Hey guys, I'm Shanti. I need more followers. It has to happen.
Yeah,
so
me too.
Follow me on Instagram at Shanti_Christina or tweet me if you must at Shanti Christina.
Hey guys, it's Drew Jones. You can follow me on all the things at OKDrewJ.
Hey guys, I'm Sanders Kennedy, and you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at JustSandsWorld.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, we're so excited to get into the conversation.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Tonight's episode, I feel like, was juicier than all episodes
Exactly.
together, and
Let's
I
go
loved
in.
it. So we have a lot to talk about. Here we go. So, first thing I think we should kind of discuss, I know it's a little bit of a lower note.
Yeah, we gotta end on a high note.
Yeah, we'll end on a
Yeah.
high note for show, but I didn't know about Jordan's dad. And that was one thing that was talked about kind of in the beginning and how that's affecting her. And so I wanted to kind of hear what you guys thought about that.
Yeah, I'm glad that we got to hear about more. I wish it was like something positive, but we got to see
Right.
more into her life, that she has a family and she's doing things with it.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we got to talk about it, and the way that they covered it, I think, was real respectful. And I was asking myself, wrote down, what she was talking about, there's something that happened. I'm like, what, why, what's going on? But it took a second for them to answer it. I'm like, oh, thank God they answered it, because if they didn't answer it, I would have been mad.
Right.
I was like, we need answers, but we got it, so.
Right. I know, yeah, when they said, things, they kind of teased it like, things are happening, and I was like, oh no, I need to know.
Yeah, what
but
things?
they did it. So, and that's, I mean, I can't even imagine, but it's a hard topic, I'm sure, for her to still talk about. It's
definitely.
very
Yeah,
recent. When they shot, it was only 2 months.
Yeah, I remember reading about it when it happened in the media, and she made it sound like it was really sudden. And I remember they set up like a GoFundMe page for her and everything, and obviously Kylie, I think, donated a ton of money. But I mean, she seems really strong, and for a parent dying, she's really holding it together, and I commend her for that, because I would not be able to do that.
Well, and I think it makes sense when she says that she's very distracted right now. So I think that that's really good for her, but I think that also that's a little bit dangerous, because I think sometimes, like, you wake up one day and you're like, whoa, everything hits you at once, and I think...
She hasn't really dealt with it.
Yeah, so hopefully
And
she's able
And
to
everyone
cope.
deals with grief differently.
Right.
Sometimes you want to be busy. Sometimes you just want to lay in your bed by yourself. Hopefully she did it in a way that makes her feel comfortable. Like when she went back to Canada, we can talk about it a little bit later, and went to Canada for work, maybe she just needed that getaway for a second to think to herself and talk to herself and not be talked at or have to talk to somebody else. You just need that space sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think the whole situation reminded me that, like, they're people, because sometimes
Right.
it's hard to connect with them because they're so
Totally.
famous and rich or whatever. And so it was nice to see a really vulnerable moment with her that, like, I can't even imagine what that would feel like.
Yeah.
Right.
I love my dad. I would be
I love my dad too.
a mess.
I know. So that was a little bit of a sadder note, but I think it was nice kind of to see inside of, Jordan, because Jordan is like the backbone of Kylie.
Yeah.
But I
yes.
think it was nice to see, Jordan's vulnerable too. She's very strong, but I think that there's
She's
times
not just
that-
Kylie's friend. She has a life. She has a story, and we want to hear more about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So that's why I thought this episode was interesting. And next, I kind of want to talk about when the producer was trying to get into the room.
Yeah.
And she was like,
We saw it.
yeah,
Sassy, like,
too.
you want to watch me pee?
Yeah. I wonder if there was kind of more episodes like that, kind of more moments where they didn't want the cameras.
Well, I'm sure they edited it out to give Kylie like a fair edit because they're not going to have this show and make her look like shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
she's like a bitchy 20-year-old, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the stuff that I want to see.
I know.
Don't you notice that the producers are more in this episode than
Yes.
any other
Yes,
episode?
yes, and
They had an
yes.
Oprah docuseries moment
Yes.
going on because before it was like, yeah, this is how I feel. Now we see what the person
Yes.
looks like. We get more.
Yes.
This is a real documentary now.
And you know what? I think, and this is just my opinion.
I think we're gonna agree.
I think that this was shot recently. I think those with the producer, the like very docu-series were really getting real. I think that was so recent because all the tea and all the juice was in those episodes, and I don't think that they had that going into this season. That's totally my opinion. Do not know if that's true at all. But that stuff was like, it felt like we were trying to get deeper, like, and the questions were juicier and like.
I feel like this is where they start redoing the show because it's
Yes.
nothing like any other episode, and I
Not at
liked it.
all.
I walked away liking it.
Right.
Yeah.
I liked the others one, but this is the best out of the 5 that aired.
Totally.
So it's like
I think that made a huge difference.
huge difference.
The way that they shot this one, and I think it had to be recent because it was totally different format.
Yeah, you can do a confessional 2 minutes before it airs and just throw it in. It's like
Totally.
not on site. You're in a room with a light and a camera. You can do
Right.
it anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you guys think?
I don't know. I don't know if she reshot it again.
You don't think?
Do you think
I don't know.
like they vamped it up a little bit?
Maybe they re-edited it, but I don't think that she reshot it. It's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Really?
I think they might
Why,
have
though?
edited because they were still because they're talking about she's dating Travis Scott, correct?
Yes.
That's who she's with. I feel like if they would have done it now, that she would be a little bit more open because they're still together. So I
Yeah.
feel like she would have been a little bit more open.
She's pretty tight-lipped about it.
Yeah, but she's like super tight-lipped about it, and that's despite what she says, she's not someone who keeps her life very private. I mean, like we saw everything with Tiege. So
Yeah.
and we're
Right.
seeing a lot with Travis Scott right now, like with her Instagram and like her Twitter and stuff like that, and like her public outings. So I feel like if it was recent, she would have been more like giddy and open
Yeah.
about it.
Agreed.
Maybe.
But I respect that opinion, but I know that how when you sit down in front of producers, they don't just show everything, but they're probably like, you got to remember this was shot back then, so let's talk in past
Right.
tense.
Yeah, that's also true.
So-
1,000%. And the people in the editing room are pretty good at saying, wait, where are we in the show? We can't actually include that. Maybe she did say something
Yeah.
to Travis, and she's like, oh, well,
And then
she's not
edited it
really talking about
out.
that. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean,
We'll never know.
we'll never know, but maybe we'll know. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
we could do some digging and figure it out.
I will say it's really interesting that she like was getting so annoyed with cameras because I'm like, this is like your life, like this has been your life for
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
long time. So for her to like just now be like running away, I'm like,
Well, I wonder if it's just because it's not the family anymore. It's not a few sisters. It's literally just her.
Yeah.
So she's like, are you guys kidding? Like, I don't want it all the time.
I don't mind that.
I think that she didn't
You know?
realize what she signed up for. Like, I think she is used to having cameras all the time. And
Mm-hmm.
if you notice a lot in recent Kardashian episodes, she's not the main focal point. She's, like, actually barely there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that when she signed up for this show, she didn't realize that it was, like, literally going to be 24/7.
Right.
And so that's why I think that she does get a little bit annoyed. But I don't know. It was weird to see a little sassy part of her.
I really don't mind it. I think that if I'm peeing and someone's knocking on my door saying, we got a fan, I'm like, wait a second. Like,
know.
let me do
I like
my
it
thing.
too, because
like,
you
do you want to
don't
come
see
in and watch
that.
me pee? Like, and
Yeah,
I
you
like
don't
that.
see
It's
that
like
side
a
of
real
her, yeah.
moment. That's what made it more entertaining because it was very raw. It wasn't like fuzzy and,
Right.
and they're
cute
all
with a
very
bow.
like monotoned. So it was nice to see like her voice like go up an octave for a second. I was like, okay, there's like
Yeah.
there's something
Something
going
going on there, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I thought it was interesting. She's still not saying much about Tyga, and like, I thought it was, the quote was weird when she was like, I thought this was going to be, fun and revealing, but I didn't realize all this stuff was going to happen. I'm like, can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened?
Well, at least they have
anyways-
us wanting more. I think that's the trick in keeping us watching. Because if they give it up in one episode and it's like, okay, well, are we really going to watch the next episode? Because she basically said everything that she
But
wanted
we're
her
not
to
even
say.
getting a glimpse of it at this
No,
point.
we're
If
not.
I was
We're not
watching,
gonna get anything.
I would be like, I don't even know. They're not going to give me anything.
No, we're not
Because
going to get
they're,
anything. Yeah. We're not going to get anything about Tyga because they already broke up and she's not going to delve any more information than she already has.
Yeah, she probably just
In
wants
my
to
opinion.
move on from that.
Yeah, because she has moved on, so why keep talking about it? I think
I don't know. People want to know about it, though.
Of course,
Yeah.
but I just don't think that she's
But it's
going
also
to.
giving him more shine. So it's like, I already gave you a come up. So why am I going to keep talking about you and giving you more more? Because once she said something, they're going to ask, every news outlet's going to ask him for question and answers. And she's like, I'm not going to give him that attention. He doesn't deserve that attention, maybe.
Yeah, and when the Kardashian Jenner clan is done with you, like they're done with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you are.
You're out.
Yeah,
you're
they don't
out.
speak
You're
of you
done.
anymore.
You're gone.
Okay, so guys want to move into the Met Gala?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, can we
kinda.
talk quickly really about
yes.
the Boston and them going off with
Yes.
no notice
Oh,
for the
yeah.
producers? Because they
Jordan.
were mad.
Yeah, I was a bit confused by that whole
I was a
thing,
little
and I don't
confused, too.
understand why they went there. It was a little bit choppy this episode. That's another reason I think a lot was shot recently because not a lot of that stuff meshed very well. I was very confused.
They went to Boston for a concert, Travis Scott's concert.
Yeah.
Then they came back to New York, went to another concert, Travis Scott's concert, and then went to a birthday party. And I don't know whose birthday party it was, but I remember seeing photos of her and Travis Scott.
Got it.
And that was what you refer to as that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we talk about how Jordan was super pissed that she didn't want to go to the concert?
Yeah.
She was like, "Why am I doing this?" She essentially said she'd rather relax, hang out in New York instead of go to her friend's New Flings concert, which I thought was also interesting.
Which she's probably a third wheel.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because can you imagine what you're doing? You're probably just taking pictures of them.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
probably
we've all
all the
been there.
pictures. Yeah, right. You're third wheeling it for
Is
sure.
it just me, or am I the type of friend to say, you know what, you have some things going on with your life. Whenever you say no, it's no. Or you don't even say no. It's like, I see that you said that you didn't want to go. So, you know what, you can stay here. We go to the concert in New York in, 2 days, tomorrow? It's like...
But I feel like Kylie always needs someone to be her sidekick.
But I bet you she could have gotten one of her
hairdresser.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I
her
think
assistant.
Jordan's the closest one to her, you know what I mean?
Right.
But this goes back to my thing that I said either last week or the week before, I can't remember, but I was saying that I think it would be weird to have your friends always, need to be around you, and I've got that sense that Jordan, she feels lost and she feels like she's living through Kylie and doing
that's what
everything.
she said. She's lost.
You know what I mean? But versus this being a friendship or relationship, it's more of a one-sided whenever Kylie needs you to come out, you come out kind of thing. And that's exactly the vibe that I got tonight.
Right.
And I'm sure if Jordan really didn't want to go, then she wouldn't have went. I think she gave in to the whole, well, she's my friend, let me go, let me not get her mad.
Right, and maybe that was something a producer put in her
for-
ear,
yeah.
I just need a little bit of drama. Can you say you don't want to go?
Oh,
You're gonna
also,
go.
yeah.
But honestly, that's how it. I mean, I don't know because you can't really tell. Jordan's obviously going through a lot, but she's not super open about what she's going through. Well, she is, but how much she's feeling badly. But I think that I don't know. I feel like she I don't know. I feel like she wanted to go, but that was kind of a little bit.
Do you feel like the Canada situation, her job that she had in Canada last minute, was a real thing? I think it was.
Yeah.
It was a real thing.
But-
But if she really didn't want to go and stay with Kylie, then she would have stayed. But I'm happy that she went on her own. And the things that she said in the car by herself, I question when she's like, I don't know who I am. I'm a little bit lost. I'm trying to figure everything out. Would she would she's like, sometimes I want to be alone, whatever she said. Would she would have said that if Kylie was next to her? I was thinking that the whole time.
Well, but the thing about reality TV is that the person's gonna see it. Kylie's gonna see that footage, so you always know that they're gonna watch it directly. So I don't know. I mean, I think she probably would have said similar stuff.
Just checking out the live chat, Alex Rivera says, this isn't Jordan's show. This is supposed to be about Kylie, not her friends' problems. And then that little rolling
Over
eye
it.
emoji. Over it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, thank you guys so much for joining. We're so excited that you guys are in the live chat.
Oh,
give us all
yes.
your questions. Give us all your comments. We'll talk about it. So
What's the point
thank
of
you guys.
filming of your show if you're not going to go show yourself going to the Boston concerts? Yeah, we want to see
I
you at the
know.
concert.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I kind of want to see the VIP treatment of a concert. I've only been not VIP, so I would like to see what it's
Back
like
row.
to be. Yeah, in the with the artists, and I'm sure that's really fun for all of them.
You know what would have been cool if the producers went in another car chasing Kylie's car to get to the airport and then follow them around, and then the security like, no, you can't come here. No, they're with me. We're filming everything. Yeah. And we get like a little peek of a door closing with her and her new boyfriend, and we get the audio, but we don't get the visual.
Yeah.
Like, should we just rewrite this episode?
You know what?
How cute would that have been? I would have loved just a glimpse of her being happy with the new guy.
Yeah.
With Travis Scott. I think that would have been like really cute and fun for me to see. But yeah, you're right. We just don't. Yeah. We don't see it.
We want to see it, but imagine if you just started dating someone and then they had their like crew of reality TV producers and cameras show up, and you'd be like, "This is weird."
But I think that's
Maybe.
part
But
of
you
it.
already know what you're getting into. You're dating a
Kardashian
Jenner.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
You kind of know.
They film, what, 8 months out of the year? Well, probably even more, 10 months out of the year. You expect the camera to follow them everywhere.
You are dating a queen of reality TV.
Yes.
Like,
Right. So you know that the cameras will be there.
100%.
100%.
100.
So, but when we were talking about Jordan leaving, was she supposed? I was confused. Was she supposed to go to the Met Gala with her or no?
I think she's supposed to be like, I think she's supposed to be like a +1 or something.
I was so confused. I was like, wait, you just
I
have
was
to
a
go?
little confused by that too.
Yeah.
But she wasn't getting ready, so I was like, well,
I wasn't sure about because they didn't show what dresses that she was gonna wear, if they were gonna match, and they didn't ask Donatella what color should Jordan's hair be. So I guess maybe she was a +1, but not on the red carpet, just like meet me inside, maybe.
Right.
Well, she wouldn't be. Your +1 is not going to walk the red carpet.
Well, Kylie brought Tiege last year, or 2 years ago.
But Tiege is a celebrity.
We
Jordan
can debate that.
You know what I mean.
I don't even know one hit song.
This ain't bring your
and he
BFF
still ain't
to
get
the
paid
carpet.
yet.
Yeah, seriously.
Lil Wayne still ain't get paid yet.
Right.
That part.
LOL. Yeah, but I was confused by that, and I don't know. Maybe she wasn't. But I feel like if she had the chance to go, she would go.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know, is that kind of like dramatic?
Maybe she used this as an excuse. Maybe she, like I said, she could have got out of the whole Canada thing for work and could be like, you know what, I'll just cancel it. It's $3,000. I'll stay with my friend. But she's like, you know what, I actually do want to be alone right now, so let me just go.
Yeah.
I love that you make up their stories for everyone.
I love it.
I live in a fantasy world.
maybe this, and then this, and then this.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You never know.
And during that scene, Kylie said, "I just talk about myself all day," and I was like,
and we watch it.
Maybe that's tough for Jordan because as we've talked about earlier, she's going through a lot. So I'm sure that's kind of hard. You know, you have that one friend that just like wants to talk about themselves all day, and you're like, I can't hear anymore. Mm-hmm. You know, and so I'm sure that's probably tough.
Yeah, and probably her sitting there, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, Kylie, what's this? What's that?" And Jordan's probably thinking to herself, "Can someone ask how I'm doing right now?
Yeah.
Can they ask about how my father is
our dad just passed.
What's going on there? Like, can someone ask me a question so I can vent?"
Right.
So maybe that's another thing.
Like, I'm sure the crisis about black hair versus blonde hair sounds really stupid when you just had your dad fat. Like, I can imagine being just like completely over it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd go home, maybe.
Yeah.
Even though you want to be around your friend, but.
Yeah. Well, it's tough because I feel like she feels like she works for her. You know, like if she's not with her, I'm sure she kind of feels like she's like missing integral
does she get paid?
things.
I don't think she gets paid to be the friend.
I don't think
because
she
she's
gets
not the
paid.
personal assistant. She's the. But I'm sure her plane rides are paid for. The Uber rides are paid for. The food's paid
lives
for.
with her.
Yeah.
I think doesn't she? We kind of had a glimpse of that. Was it a side house or something that Jordan was staying in?
The guest house.
The guest
Yeah,
house.
probably the guest house.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she lives with her for free. God, that must be nice.
Right.
Yeah. I want to be able to do that. It's like, no, I need to be independent because that friendship can go left, and where are you going to be staying?
Right. Yeah.
I think she comes from a successful family though, or like
Yeah, she has
like normal people successful.
Yeah.
She has money. Like, she can pay her rent. She can pay a mortgage, I'm sure. Sometimes the mortgage is cheaper than the rent.
Right. Seriously, in LA.
Moving on.
Okay, so the Met Gala look was incredible. I'm so happy she chose that dress. That really, really was incredible. I loved the first one,
but I did like the other one.
Gorgeous.
I thought the
other
other
one
one was closer to the theme.
Right. And that's what they kind of said.
Yeah.
What was the theme again?
It was Comme des Garçons.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very
What
like
does that mean?
abstract, very like boxy. Like Rihanna was like the perfect where it's just like over the top, very like
A box. Okay.
I think that I'll call it the bondage dress because it kind of looked like bondagey to me.
Yeah.
That would have been great for the VMAs.
They were both beautiful, but I loved the final look.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I
Custom
was dying.
made
Yeah.
to your body.
And
I
the
will never
hair
know what that
looked
feels
so
like.
good.
It did.
I'm glad
Yeah.
they cut the hair. When it was long, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to do short with a dress like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to make sure that attention
can
goes to
see
certain
it.
areas.
Yeah.
And
Now, what about
yeah.
that $360,000 ring
I want
that was loaned?
I want
Yeah.
that on my finger.
I thought we weren't going to do that anymore.
I want that
we
in
were
my
gonna
bank
stop
account.
showing those.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought we were going to stop doing
Stop
that.
being in our faces that we don't have that.
yeah, or just for safety reasons. But
Right, for safety.
yeah, but
Oh,
at the
that's
end
what
of the
you're
day,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But at the end of the day, when they go to the Met Gala and they have that jewelry, no matter like any red carpet, they have
True.
security from the person who lent it to them, watching everything they do.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
So the whole thing last week, the whole buildup was like, Met Gala, I'm so scared. I'm gonna be by myself.
Right.
And then it was like, okay, you're just walking another red carpet. I was like, damn.
It's like, oh my God, I have no friends. Am I gonna stand in a corner? It's like, no, girl. I know. Okay, so you might not be friends with these people, but you know who they are. You can start a conversation. You
Right.
better bet someone's gonna come up to you and say
Right.
hello.
You put me at a table with Ryan Reynolds,
Right.
I'm gonna be talking.
Right.
And Blake
That's the
Lively, oh my
thing.
God, it's
Yeah.
my dream.
That
my
was
God.
my thing. That whole that sentence. I was like, what? You don't know what you're gonna say? Like those are the some of the most inspirational artists of our day.
I'm
like
sorry,
I
true.
couldn't. That would be so incredible. Like what an awesome opportunity to
Celine
like ask them
Dion.
questions and like really get in their brains. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
I
And
know.
when she-
I'm sure
yeah.
it's
And when she
stressful,
was naming
but-
off the names, I was not getting starstruck at all. I don't know what it is. I just don't get starstruck. But it's like, okay, great, normal people. So let's have them talk. I was hoping to see some of we saw. Pictures, some video of them on the red carpet, but I wish we were able to get in. But you can't even do selfies, which she got away with.
Yeah,
I
right.
just thought they sounded like fun people. Like all those people seem like really interesting people to talk to. Like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively on social media. I'm just like,
So funny.
I
So
want a
cute.
show.
Not
of you
pretentious
two.
at all.
No.
Yeah.
Or like Halle Berry. I've heard nothing but good things about her. Like
Oh, yes.
it just sounded like a
So
bunch of
gorgeous.
really cool people. Or
Yeah.
Matt
Right.
Damon. I love
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Blake would probably
Right?
push me down the stairs for talking about Gossip Girl for the whole time. I was legit gonna wear my Chuck Bass scarf, the polka dot one tonight. I swear I was. I was like, damn, the shirt don't fit, so it doesn't go with the other one. so I can wear it. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought that was interesting. I was like, what a cool life that you get to be around those people and like.
Yeah.
It elevates your knowledge of like the world because they're like they're such integral people in our society. I feel like such
Yeah,
important people.
they have a really good spotlight on them, and I don't know, with me in my head, I see the good that they're doing because I know how they change people's lives with music and movies. It really helps us when we're down and out or we're happy or motivates us. But at the end of the day, they're in front of a camera doing something that they love. They're not like healing people's, like doctors should be on red carpets. Honestly.
Right. Yeah,
that's
they're
true.
saving lives. But I get the whole thing about the whole fame thing. But as of the phone call that she made, was she calling Jaden Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love.
I know he's so cute.
I just
They
thought
used to
it
be
was
BFFs.
such a Jaden Smith comment to be like, I'm not even a real person. I'm just,
yeah,
That's what made me think it was him.
I was like that. Yeah.
He's so weird. Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
he's great. I love him.
Love it. Though.
I don't get it.
That music video where he was the Batman.
Batman?
Oh, it was
Oh
so
my God.
awesome. That was so good. He's really cool. He's like really innovative too. I like him.
I like his dad.
One thing that stuck out to me was when Kylie said, well, Donatella wants this, so this is what you do. And I thought, well, your friend Jordan said a few things, but you didn't really listen to her like you listened to Donatella Versace.
Of course not. Duh.
No, I would put my friend first. I'm like, Donatella, I love you, girl, boo boo, but my friend comes first.
You think? I feel like especially if you're wearing Versace, you can't
I
take
think
anybody
you-
else's opinion into
I
consideration.
think this is a little bit of a different situation where you have to go with the stylist.
Yeah, it's like a big.
Right.
It's more
Maybe
of a
it's just my New York
business.
attitude of I don't care.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Totally.
So what were kind of your favorite moments on the show? Anything interesting this week that you really loved?
The format of the show, it definitely
Yes,
changed.
totally.
When I want to see more of the producers. I want to see more of the
Totally.
camera recording the camera of the person talking to Kylie.
Right,
I want to see all
exactly.
that.
I want to see behind the scenes.
Yes.
I kind of like Diva Kylie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
more real. It's more real.
It's not because they're so good at like the Kardashians and Jenners are so good at like publicity and everything that I'm just like, it was just a nice moment to see her like lose her cool.
I 100% agree. I thought that was the most interesting, and you don't get to see a lot of that on the Kardashians because they edit everything so perfectly, and they all have like the cookie cutter answer where they're answering about their life. So I loved that, and I loved her outfit so much.
Yeah, that outfit was amazing.
Like dream about
amazing.
That color,
bomb,
insane.
It's pretty. It's a little bit similar to hers last year.
Trying to remember
as far as like the cutout. Well, like the cutout.
And
like
it's
beaded
metallic,
situation.
Beaded. Yeah, but I still loved it.
If I'm gonna allegedly pay for that body, I'm gonna allegedly show it off too.
Right.
Allegedly.
I love you, Kylie. Let's just rewind.
Okay, so is it tea time?
Tea time.
Tea time.
So, time for the tea.
Time
I don't
for
even have any tea, but...
It's tea time.
So, for tea time, I came across a story that Kylie Jenner's coming out on a cover of a magazine, V Magazine, and she is just showing the most, more than what Playboy shows these days. Her boobies are out. And we got to remember... The first few episodes, I didn't want a private life. I don't want to be a superstar. I want to be private. Well, you're showing your privates.
Yeah, and I think there's a big difference there, maybe.
Yeah.
I just, seeing this, it made me really sad. I don't know if it's like because she feels like she has to keep doing more. You know, when you're famous, I feel like you have to like keep upping yourself. You're upping your game. You're like getting more risky and stuff. But oh man, I was just like, that's too far. I think. I don't need that.
I think she's just so young that's why it bums me out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she's getting pressured into it, whereas like her sisters, like they're doing it, but I feel like they are kind of very aware of who they are, and they can kind of just be like whatever. But like I also think that you can have a private life and still show off stuff, because it's like, this is my I'm consenting to showing you this. Like this is me choosing to show you this, rather than like someone stumbling in and like taking pictures.
But you also know what door you're opening there, which, let me just say, any woman can do whatever she wants with her body, take any kind of picture that she wants. No slut shaming here, 100%. But when you say one thing and do another, it kind of confuses us.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to talk about how gigantic her boobs are in that picture, because they are like
yeah,
they're this
huge.
big
And perky.
They're big.
And well, it's scary because she's so tiny and they're so huge, and I'm like, how many boob jobs does she has? Well, if Jen was here, she would say 3.
Yeah, Jen has been quoted to say 3.
I feel like she's gonna get like knocked over, like from the weight of her boobs.
I don't know. When I see it, they're impressive. But I'm just saying, when I think about like who's looking at that,
yeah, creepy.
That's when I'm like, ooh, I don't want to post that.
Like
maybe
creepy
for
old
like,
men. It's like, oh, you're not even 21.
Yeah, ew.
Yeah.
Maybe for like Travis, I'll send that to Travis. or like I just,
you don't need to go that far, because you can do it in a tasteful way.
Yeah, if you ever get bored, just look at her comments and you will just question like humanity as a whole, because you're like, why would you write that in a public forum?
Like, give us one.
Like, it's not safe for this. Like, I can't even, they're just like so like XXX rated. I'm like, people can click on your profile and like see that you're like a father of 3.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So creepy.
That's the thing. The internet isn't real. You become superheroes, and we think we're invisible. We can just write anything that we want. But it takes 2 clicks to find out where your Facebook is, and we'll find out where you work, and then all your stuff's going left.
Right.
Like, you got to remember.
Then you're losing your job.
There's something called an IP address. We will always find you.
Right. And you're losing your house, your family.
Just
I don't know about
because
your house, your family.
Kylie Jenner's boobs. I lost my job because I looked at them.
It's a scary rabbit hole of
Now, if it wasn't Kylie and it was someone else, would you say that photo was artistic? Would you say it was beautiful in a kind of way?
Yes. Well, no, I don't know. But here's my thing. I guess you do have to think about it. Right now, like that's kind of a trend. Like I know like Kendall's been doing it, like kind of like the sheer top. But it's been worn differently, and it's also been with like smaller things, smaller goods. So I feel like maybe people don't like look at it and don't blow it up like that. But I guess the fact that she's in the lingerie kind of makes it feel not as artsy.
Did you read the article? Is it out yet?
I don't think it's out just yet, but I saw the photos and it was just like, wow, it just gets more and more and more and more, and I'm like,
Sexual.
Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do with your body, girl. You only get it like once in a lifetime. So I'm not slut shaming you, but know that you're opening this door of nudity where Kim did it and your other sisters did it. So make sure you have complete control over what is being published out there, and not just your mom saying, "Just let it happen."
Yeah.
I definitely think there's a way to do a photo shoot like that and still have it be like
tasteful.
Like Serena Williams just did that pregnancy.
Yes, you're so right.
So beautiful. I mean, she's like super pregnant, so hopefully people aren't getting like really weird and graphic with it. But she looks super beautiful and it was really tasteful. And I'm drawing a blank, but there's like been plenty of other, you know, when we've done nude shoots like that, and it's just all about how you.
It's all about the content of it all. Like, if it was Playboy, then it was like, ew, but this is V Magazine. Like, if it was for Vogue, then it wouldn't even be in question. It would be like, it's Vogue, it's beautiful.
Right? Of course. Yeah, you're right. It is different.
I also think your platform has a lot to do with it. Like, what you're, like, contributing to society.
Right.
And, like, not that she's not doing things, because, I mean, she is very impressive for a 19-year-old, you know, with her makeup and everything like that. But, like, I would think that, like, if it was someone who, I'm trying to think of someone who's like her age, Zendaya, who I don't think Zendaya would do something like that, but I think if Zendaya were to do a tasteful shoot like that, people would have a more positive, like, look on it.
You're so right.
It's like, oh, she's doing all of this. This is, like, artsy. This is, like, you know.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer for Kylie.
Yeah.
But I think, like, a lot of V Magazine shoots are like that. Like, sexual. That's what I get
Paper
from
Magazine,
all those
V Magazine.
Sexual. That's, like, always what they are.
Men's Health. No, that's just mine.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's kind of a bummer the way it...
that seems to be their vibe.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what direction this goes in.
We'll see. Yeah, we will see. But that was our tea time. Does anybody else have any tea?
I think that's all the tea we're spilling tonight.
That's a tea time. So next week we've got London, which is exciting. That'll be fun, I think.
Oh, yeah, wait. So I'm excited about...
So it's time for predictions?
Yeah,
predictions. Yeah, predictions.
Time
let's do predictions.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Yeah, we will. Perfect.
Here we go.
Okay, what do you think?
Oh, well, I'm just excited. I'm sorry.
No, do it.
I'm excited to see Kendall and their relationship. And I love that she says that she wouldn't be friends with her unless they were sisters.
I know, that is cute.
Because
she says it a lot.
I feel that way about my sister. Like, we're so different, but we're sisters, so we're similar. And if you guys have that same thing. But I thought that was funny, and I'm excited to see their little their banter back and forth.
Yeah, it's cute. I think in the beginning they said that there were going to be no sisters, but maybe now...
The re-editing.
The re-editing, honestly, I think maybe it was good that the first episode kind of got that weird backlash that we weren't exposing enough. I think that now, with either the re-editing and possibly reshooting, I think that now they're getting it. Like today felt more heavy, more docuseries, more like what we were promised in the beginning, what really
100%. And that's what my prediction is, that they're going to be more raw, and it's going to be exactly like this one, but just get better by showing the family and maybe talking about topics that they probably wouldn't have talked about in the first place.
Right, exactly. What do you think?
I am going to piggyback off of that. I want to see some, like, legit Jenner sister, like, bickering, you know, like sisters do, because we saw it with, like, on Keeping Up with Kardashians with, like, Khloe and Kourtney and Kim.
Totally.
And I want to see it. We got one of those, a fight between them on Keeping Up with Kardashians over, like, a dress or something.
I remember that.
And I was like, this is me and my sister, like, to the T. And so I kind of want to see just normal interaction with them, because I'm sure they butt heads a lot.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Kieran, if I think I'm saying that right, I hope I am. She's on my team, Team Rob. She's really hopeful that we get Rob to make an appearance, and that is also my hopeful prediction. So Rob, come to us, please.
I would love to see Rob.
I
Team
know.
is Rob's #1 fan. Clearly.
Yeah, I don't know
Do you
how
have
it
a thing
happens.
for big guys?
I don't know. I just really love him. I just want to know he's okay.
You can slide in there right under Black China.
Oh.
You can, that came out wrong.
Yeah.
You could be the new.
I don't know about that. But anyways, we're hopeful we see Rob.
Slide anywhere. He learned his lesson.
Yeah, it's like staying put for now. Okay, also, before we wrap, we want to just let you guys know there's some things happening at AfterBuzz.
Oh, yes.
Yes, very, very, very exciting stuff.
Things.
Yes.
Super hyped.
Yeah, so anyways, we of course want to thank you guys for your support. You guys are honestly the best, and without you guys, we wouldn't be here right now. So our after shows aren't going anywhere, but we're changing the format a little bit.
We're evolving.
We're evolving.
We're growing.
Yes.
So they're going to be better.
Yes. So most of the shows you love only air for part of the year, but during the rest of the year, these shows have news consistently breaking that we want to talk about with you guys.
Yes.
So
you're not just going to see us for a short time period. You're going to see us all around. We're going to still be talking.
Can't get rid of us.
Right.
Yes.
So now there's going to be even more. So even more updates on the shows you love. So we know our job is to kind of cover all of those shows more year-round now. So you'll hear about it all the time.
And our YouTube channel is going to be divided into 9 sections over genres like comedy, drama, reality, that sort of situation. So then you can kind of clearly find exactly what you want to watch faster.
100%. And I think this is great because we never want to say goodbye to you guys or have you feel like you have to wait a whole season for it to come back. We're going to be here. We're going to be talking. We're going to be giving you new information in a different kind of way that I think you're going to love a lot.
Yeah, and this isn't going to be happening overnight, so it's not going to be like a huge change. You're going to be like, what the hell? I don't know where anything is. It's going to be baby steps, so just be patient with us, and yeah, it's going to be nice.
Yeah, we're really excited. And as always, thank you so much for joining in the group chat. We really love when you guys hang out with us and talk to us.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really amazing. So if there's anything we didn't get to in the live chat and you guys want to talk about, make sure you put it in the comment section. We'll try to get back to you. We'll try to include it next week.
We definitely read them.
Yes,
We really do read them. So go in on those comments.
Yeah, go in on the comments.
Say.
But thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm Tiege Dooley-Panko. You guys can find me at everything at TiegeDP.
I'm Shanti, Instagram, Shanti_Christina, Twitter, and YouTube. I sing at Shanti Christina.
She's a singer.
Okay. I'm Drew, and you can follow me on everything at OKDrewJ.
And I'm Sanders Kennedy, and you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at JustSandsWorld.
Yay! Thank you guys. You're thebomb.com.
Bye, guys.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.